So for new people here, don't forget to like this video and subscribe the channel, as in future we will be talking about how to achieve this score.
Welcome to the Duolingo English practice test. Let's begin the test. Select the real English word. Okay. One is wrong. Okay. Offers, toothache, tired, pajamas. I'm not sure about pajamas. Okay. Smuggle head, orange. Okay. Anyway, very good. Let's move on.
Unfortunately, the movie is a bit long and boring in places.
Let's do it again. Unfortunately, the movie is long and boring in places.
Unfortunately, the movie is a bit long and boring in places.
In places. Quit.
Unfortunately, the movie is a bit long and boring in places.
Boring in places. Okay, I think this is good. Some many cars are designed to run on a variety of different fuel, including gasoline, diesel, natural gas, and electricity. Some more than electric cars, are electric cars even have the option of using liquid fuel called ethanol. The dash of construction, the design and construction of modern cars align them to run on not means, I think allows them to run on a variety of fuels, but there are some differences as well. Different fuels, but there are some differences as well. Modern electric, even the idea of liquid called design construction. Modern allows to a variety of different fuels. There are some. Okay, we're good. Word is also used to describe what a person expects will happen based on limited information. The word is also used to describe what a person expects will happen based on limited information.
This latter view is often called New Public Management by its advocates. This latter view is often called New Public Management by its advocates.
This latter view is often called New Public Management by its advocates.
This latter view is often called New Public Management by its advocates.
All right, I think we are good. Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems. Industrial engineering is a branch of engineering which deals with the optimization of complex processes or systems. All right, generate revenue, but don't expect to hash many. Roughly 3 years after the photo sharing app, which had emerged as a significant player in the world of online messaging, this app finally generating revenue, but don't expect to see many cash advertisers spending money big. See, big spending big money on uh, any anytime soon. That's because the cash which because the the app which had let's see, which dash intended to appear once in the once in the app on users unwittingly uh, users was once in the app of users was unwittingly to them on them on are the difficult for brand marketing executives to measure. Okay, let's see what we wrote. Expect to see many big advertisers spending big money anytime soon. That's because the app um, which ad intended was hash intended to appear once on the app of the users was unwittingly tuned them on. I believe there's some mistake in this. This app, which okay, English. Fringe is a word, expire is a word, murmur is a word, modality, no, sprinkle is a word, unity, not sure, metaphor, concede, narrator, ritual, extremure, conformal, resignation, correct, signast, credibility, credibility, okay, rarity, analyst, city, utility, identity, okay.
Their first day at work was successful.
The first day at work, I believe. Successful. Let's see.
Their first day at work was successful.
Their first day at work was successful. Let's hear it for the last time.
Their first day at work was successful.
Okay. At work was successful. That's correct. Let's move on. Others note that positive film reviews have been shown to spark interest in little-known films. Others note that positive film reviews have been shown to spark interest in little-known films.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats. Let's hear it once again.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Worked on lakes and rivers. Small and large. Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers. All right, let's hear it for the last time.
Small and large steamboats and riverboats worked on lakes and rivers.
Worked on lakes and rivers. All right, that's correct. This labor union set the following as a basic policy for personal information. This labor union set the following as a basic policy for personal information. While you could have been a viable candidate, you lacked the prerequisite necessity rate. Your resume is somewhat overblown. So we strongly recommend that you dial back the grand I'm not sure about this one. On this on this your reference are to illustrate to illustrate it. We suspect you may have fabricated completely the relationship with you. Okay, on dash of this, on the E of this, your references are too illustrated. Too illustrated. Dial back the you dial back the statement. Then you granular or in granular statements. No. We strongly recommend that you dial back the dash statements. Okay, not sure about that. On dash of this, your references are too illustrated. On this, on top of this, oh my god. Okay, on top of this, your references are too illustrated. What should we here? That you dial back the all right, maybe let's just move on. Aggressive, denial, clarity, literate, momentum, refrain, lumber, science, what's for sanction, poetic, frontier, justify, deceased, stable. word conscience. I'm not sure about this one. Particularly banter, chapel. Okay, never mind. Let's move on.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
Now, telephone and email are most common mean of distant communication. Let's hear it once again.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
Telephones, or is it telephone or telephone? All right, let's hear it. Now, telephone.
Now, the telephone and email are the most common means of distance communication.
All right, I think this is good. Excuse me. The development of zero as a number is one of the most important developments in early mathematics. The development of zero as a number is one of the most important developments in early mathematics. Stardom, yes. Providedly, no. Drought, reasoning, vicious, unfavorable, meticulous, insecurity, narrative, irritable, lavish, embody, detach, veteran. Providedly, drought, denies to see. Contract management is an ongoing process of supervising and managing the contract. It involves all actuals, all actions that must be taken in managing a business contract from its inception right through um, right through dash the through right through till the contract's expiration. Essentially, dash essentially essentially conti management essentially continuous management is divided into contract management or CONTRACT contracts management. CRAC, contracts management. Contracts management is divided into two major areas. Contract negotiation, oops, area one, and uh, contract execution. All right, I think we are good. Involving actions that must be taken in managing a business contract from its inception right through until the contract's expiration. Essentially, contracts segment is divided into major areas: negotiation and execution. All right, let's move on.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
The fermentation of sugar and grapes. Wine is made by the fermentation, of sugar and grapes.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Sugar and grapes. Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar and grapes. Let's hear it for the last time.
Wine is made by the fermentation of the sugar in grapes.
Right, I think we're good. Fermentation. The numerous literary and creative devices used within fiction are generally thought inappropriate for the use in nonfiction. The numerous literary and creative devices used within fiction are generally thought inappropriate for use in nonfiction. All right, let's move on to the interactive reading part. The Marine Mammal Institute, a dash and education program at the University of Washington. Institute of Education, Research and Education program. University of Washington needs financial support to stay open. Um, one of the trips the institute sponsor every summer is research vessel. Research vessel ocean is voyage, which dash researchers which study wildlife, which allows researchers to study wildlife in the Sea of Cortez off the dash of Baja California. The coast or off the coast of Baja California. For more than a decade, these dash to the Sea of Cortez. These for marine research. These important for more than a decade. These trips to the Sea of Cortez have been important. Yeah, for the marine research. The ocean is dash is now the 11th. The ocean is why this ocean or the ocean is it the ocean? No, it's not the why is it not the 11th dash but 11th 11th dash but it's dash which yeah but it's dash which National National Science Foundation runs out this year, but it's funding from it's cash from which comes from National Science Foundations runs out, but it's funding which comes from research allows course trips. Okay, right. The Marine Mammal Institute Research and Education Program. Professional Marine Mammal's 11th year. Funding which comes from the National Guard runs out this year. The institution was able to continue working with this year because of its fundraising, said Jim Harvey. This leaves the ocean water in danger of being cancelled. Unless something is done, it will lose more advantages. The Sea of Cortez represents the ocean was in danger. What is this one? Potent in marine research. Yeah, ocean will be in danger of being cancelled. Working the sea because it's protocol. Where is the funding for the ocean of voices? Yeah. Why was Institute able to stay open this year? Because of the support it got in fundraising. I realized that the knowledge religion Institute wants to spread humans each year monitoring skills. The Marine Animal Institute on conservation issues. Research is a function of research to study wildlife in the Sea of Cortez. Consider the best title for the passage. Marine animals in the news. Ocean voyages could be cancelled. Ocean voyages could be cancelled. Um, some- biology. All right. Roman. All right, let's move on. You're an urban studies student who is nearing the end of their undergraduate studies. You're trying to decide, study student who's nearing the end of their undergraduate studies. You're trying to decide if you should apply for a job or if you should apply for a doctoral program. You ask your professor for your opinion. Okay, have a great summer. I'd like to share my experience. Hi, Professor. I'm here about my family. Professor, what was talk about? Hope you're doing well. Um,
Hi, I'm doing well, thanks. What can I do for you?
So research right now, I have some questions. I'm not sure using curriculum for data foundations. I want to get your opinion on something. I'm nearing the end of my graduate study. I'm trying to decide if I apply for a job or should I apply for doctoral program. I'm not sure. That's what I wanted to ask. Yeah, I've been thinking too much about that, but I'm not sure. Seems like a lot of work and competition. I'm finishing up my undergraduate degree in accounting, and I'm trying to decide whether a great job apply for master program. I think whether to get a job or apply for master's program. I was wondering if it's better for me. Uh, I would have stood for accounting. Trade studies, and I'm trying to decide if I should apply for a job doctoral program. Yeah, and I'm trying to decide whether to get a job or apply for a master's program. I was wondering if it's better for me. Okay. Um, um, okay. Cool.
That's a tough decision. Have you been looking at jobs in the field that you're interested in?
Yeah, some of them are applying for doctoral programs, but those are one field. I guess there are some programs. I'm not really sure. I'm into research, but same with them. I've been looking. So, yeah.
That's true. A doctoral program would give you the opportunity to gain more knowledge and research experience in your field so that you can eventually get a job that you want.
So, yeah. Yes. But taking some environment analysis because I haven't done that yet. It feels like it takes so long and I'm not sure if I'm very certain yes. So doctor was really looking more knowledge and research.
It definitely takes a lot of time and commitment, but it can be very rewarding. If you're not sure if an advanced degree is for you, why don't you try working in your field for a few years and then decide whether or not to pursue a doctorate later on?
Right, so what's happening is, excuse me, well, he says that's a tough decision and look at the job. First of all, would give me experience. So that's a good idea. Thank you, Professor. Okay, it definitely takes a long time, but it's important. you're not sure if the one's for you, why don't you try working in the field for a few years and then decide to pursue doctorate later on? All right. About the topic. Some architects prioritize the preservation of historical buildings, and others focus on creating new designs. Which perspective do you agree? And some artists prioritize the preservation of historical buildings, and others focus on creating new designs. Do you agree? And why? So answer with reason and example. Okay. Write a follow-up response in 3 minutes. How could focusing on creative new architectural design improve urban planning? Wow, this is new. How, how could focusing on creative new architectural design improve urban planning? Which made me thought. Focusing on creating new architectural design. Um, Things where it's going to use to be husband, where they just uh, for 15 people. Um, they, um, also help it, this they can um, evidence of the things which can
Talk about what student life is like in your country. Talk about what student life is like in your country.
The student life in my country is as stressful as it is in other countries. Uh, the students in my country, they have to wake up early in the morning for the morning school. Many of the schools in my country have the early timings. Secondly, there's also the compulsory dress code that every student has to follow. And there are also many strict rules because of which student lives are really stressful. The studies are also very difficult. The courses and the programs that are followed in the schools are also very rigorous, which causes students to have no life other than just studies. Lastly, I also feel that the timing of the complete duration of the school in a day is a lot, because I feel that having 6 hours in a day for studies is a lot for students. So that is the reason why I feel that the school timing should be less. Other than that, I feel that I strongly believe that the school life for students is a lot of stress and okay, prepare to speak about the image below. Okay, we can see two workers working. Training. Okay. Okay. This image shows two people working in front of the stopped train. The train looks like it is at halt because of some issue that has caused. Two people are looking right in the front of the train, trying to look for some kind of error. Mostly looks like the error is right in below the tracks. On the right hand side of the photo, I can also see there is another person who is looking beneath the first car of the train. And also, I can see that there are few block of woods that are also kept on the tracks of the train, and the people who are working on the tracks are wearing orange color coat, which looks like their uniform. Uh, this uniform also signifies that their bright color signifies that they are working during their work during the night time would really help them with their dress code. And from the background, it looks like the photo is clicked during the evening. Discuss how literature, music, or other forms of art can impact society. What are some of the ways that literature, music, or art can and have influenced public opinion? The literature, music, or art have influenced public opinion. How has literature, music, or art influenced Discuss how literature, music, or art impact society. I feel that the art, literature, or music, any form of art can have a deep impact on society. Some form of arts that really influence people are movies. So movies is one of the thing that I feel that influence a lot of people. And for example, there was one of the movies that really caused people to think a lot about how the politics works in my country. Because of these films, there are also some of the topics which can actually be brought into attention, like uh, the things that are happening in my countries related to the women's safety at night, or even related to the drugs usage. The the movies have also really influenced me personally, because, for example, one of the movies which was related to okay, never mind. Okay, let's move on. Describe the last time you celebrated something. What was the occasion and how did you celebrate? Include specific details in your response. What did you celebrate? Last time you celebrated something.
I am centered. I think let's move on to the last question. What is something that you think older generation could learn from your generation? Provide reason to support your opinion. Oh my God, okay, this could be controversial. Older generation could learn from your generation. Okay, savings, relationships, and future. Okay, so there are few things that I believe older generation could learn from the younger generation, like us. Uh, one of the things that I feel is the way how the pressure is being taken for any other situation. I believe that the older generation used to have a lot of pressure on their head for doing something, and for the if we compare the younger generation, I feel that they are less pressurized because they feel that they have enough resources and everything which could help them achieve what they want in their life. So that's what I feel is one thing that older generation could learn from younger generation. Secondly, I feel that also regarding savings, money. So I feel that saving money is also one of the things that older generation should learn from the younger generation, specifically investing money and looking at investing money and also looking at the longer time horizon to have its growth. So that's also one of the things that I feel is really important because the older generation people would think of stock market as the place where they could not grow their money. That's where I think that younger generation are much more knowledgeable and they really feel that there are different type of investments. One which could lead you to lose all your money. Secondly, the other type which could help you to grow your money without very less risk attached to it. So that's also one of the things which I feel that older generation needs to learn from the younger generation. And I feel that also in terms of the relationships, I feel that the older generations were too worried about getting in a relationship with where the younger generation are much more calm in these scenarios, and they feel that everything is going to get sorted out once the right time comes in. So that's where I feel that this is the correct thinking of the younger generation rather than taking a lot of pressure of getting into the relationship and then not working it out. So that's the reason why I feel that that one point should also be considered by the older generation from the younger generation.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll meet you in the next one. All the best.